Hey there, we have a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV live now.
Let's talk women in gaming because we know that they are a force. And coming up next weekend, the NBA 2K League is bringing together the top female 2K players for their second Women in Gaming Development Camp. And you can watch all the action.
Ooh, I can't wait. They do such a great job bringing people together to compete in NBA
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, if you'll allow a DC kid to be a little parochial right now, while there are some basketball hotbeds throughout the world, Prince George's County in the heart of Maryland is among the finest. A litany of NBA players have come from PG, including Kevin Durant, Victor Oladipo, Markelle Fultz, Michael Beasley, and Quinn Cook. KD said, "It's just in the water. This is what we do." Guys?
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Chris Boucher, all out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, and it's Porzingis in at the center filling out the middle. And for Portland, Anthony out there with Whiteside. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Conley, and it's George in at the 3 spot. Now the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Isaac outside. Back to Wall, hangs, and it's good on the way in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's George. He's coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Caldwell-Pope against Beal. Outside, Porzingis, 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
And here's Wall after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Back to Beal, jacks up a 3. Conley grabs the miss. For Portland, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. A nice shot by George.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Beal gets a wide-open look. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
No one better to answer with the 3 ball than Mr. Bradley Beal.
Conley, the pass to George. Kicks to Caldwell-Pope. And here's Conley outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside, Wall. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. There's the three. And again, New York with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
George, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
George passes to Carmelo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Beal. Anthony with the block.
Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
Oh, that's blocked. Beal dishes the Wall. Back to Beal from the arc. The shot misses. And it's Portland the other way. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
And another shot. And the layup is good. Beal's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, the athleticism and size of Bradley Beal makes that an easy shot, believe it or not. He's got great vertical.
George looking around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Caldwell Pope outside. Shoots over Beal.
That's really good defense by Bradley Beal because of his size and mobility to stay on the ball and affect the shot. That's really good D.
Goes up the baseline, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
The first one falls. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, You know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set. But I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Conley against Wall. A pass to Porzingis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Portland. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
And now here comes Wall leading the break. Pass to Boucher. The dish to Beal. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Porzingis. 9th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Conley for three. Drills the three-pointer. Conley's got 6 points.
Well, you've got to be able to contest. This is a career 37% three-point shooter. You better get out there on Mike Conley.
Pass to Beal. Shoots the three. But they get it back. Porzingis inside. Whiteside's there. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, the potential of Kristaps Porzingis, to me, could be terrifying as an opponent. This guy is an incredible big man with the ability to dominate both ends. I cannot wait to see what's next.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
It's stolen by Davis. Inside, here's Carter Williams. A miss that time, would have put him up.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. And New York making a change here. Achua's checked in. Now the pass to Powell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Carter Williams against Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 17. That's good on the jump shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And Dragic can finish with ease if he gets to the bucket. So when his mid-range jumper is falling, the D doesn't know what to do with it.
High post, Davis. Beal against George. Back to Davis. 6 to shoot. And Gibson sends it back.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
Dragic finds George. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so Now
here's Beal. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. He gets that one. Beal's got 9.
Well, this is what you want, right? Bradley Beal coming off the screen with purpose.
Davis against Powell. And he banks in the layup.
I'll tell you, I'd love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
George against Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Goran Dragic drops them both.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Portland leading by 3. Powell kicks to Dragic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And let's quickly check out the best young defenders, how they've been playing in the low post lately. Your rookie block leaders for the past month. You take a look at Achua, an intimidating defender, 3rd in the league.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Beal got a hand on it.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Now here's Dragic. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, George. Shot from the wing. No good from Gibson.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. Down low. And Noel gets it to go on the assist from Carter Williams. Noel's got his second basket of the night. And it's Dragic with the ball for Portland. Pass to Powell. Back to George. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And when Paul George has this kind of rhythm and pace to his game, you simply want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Beal with it. Now guarded by Gibson. And Gibson sends it back.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's George. He's got 12. Pass to Powell. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Beal with it. He's got 11. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Portland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Knicks trail by 6. They've got Norman Powell. Batum is out there with Paul George. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Dragic in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here is Davis. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana. Achua, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Achua's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for New York.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? There's Beal with the 3, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Beal's got 14 points.
Never a second thought from Bradley Beal. The rise and fire and the catch and shoot. Yes, sir, that's my game.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Isaac's checked in for Beal. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And Gibson kicks to Powell. Trailblazers keep it alive. Anthony, the pass to Gibson. No good there.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Davis finds Noel. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. And here's Davis for 3. Goran Dragic grabs the board. Dragic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Anthony. Now here's Powell. He's got 5. The 3 connects from three-point range. He's got 8.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up. Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Gibson. Caldwell Pope comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Mike Conley in for Norman Powell. And then for New York, Porzingis is checked in for Noel. Chris Boucher comes in for Achua. And John Wall subbed in for Carter Williams. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Wall against Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Davis. Boucher finds Davis. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Wall after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony.
That is what we mean by the fast twitch athlete. John Wall explodes to the rack.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now here's Conley. He's got 6, and that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him. Conley kicks to Caldwell Pope. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Knicks trail by 4. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Wall, and he uses the glass on the layup. Wall's got 6 points.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up with him. John Wall just a blur with that first step. Beep, beep.
Here is Whiteside. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City.
And then how about the block shots, guys? I mean, just overpowering on the defensive side. Really, he was the intimidator.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He doesn't get the second one. And it's Wall with the ball for the Knicks. They trail by 3. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Now here's Anthony. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Anthony.
You know, Carmelo Anthony, problematic for the defense. He spends so much time at the line, keeps you on a string.
And both free throws good for Anthony. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Davis against Dragic. It's Davis with the drive over Dragic. And it's Davis missing. Trailblazers leading by 3. And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Wall against Conley. Wall passes to Isaac. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Conley, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis.
Well, Mike has specialized over the years in being able to get defenders committed. Nicely done.
It's his first trip to the line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them. New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Isaac finds Boucher. Here is Wall. From past the arc. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Now Dragic. He's got 5. Knocked away. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Trailblazers on D. They lead by 4. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Conley. Whiteside dishes to Conley. It's rebounded by New York. Wall's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Caldwell-Pope. This one for 3. Boucher with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. Outside, Wall. Pass to Isaac. And the pass to Davis. 5 on the clock. Over Caldwell-Pope. New York, no good that time either.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Second chance shot. Doesn't go for him. Wall with some nice defense. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Davis. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And the Knicks making a change here. Beal's checked in. Bounce pass Conley. Here's Anthony. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Phoenix Suns.
And for their matchup with Orlando, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
That's good from Anthony. Both free throws good from Anthony. Knicks trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Jeez, now we've got both teams in the penalty. The refs haven't been shy with their whistles, and the players haven't done a great job of adjusting.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Throw good, Beal.
We are talking about an elite 2-guard. Bradley Beal can shoot it. He can guard virtually any position on the floor, and his ability to elevate his playmaking skills has changed the equation.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. 4-point game. To the middle. Wall with a block.
twice on the pipes. The anticipation, the athleticism. Terrific job by Wall rejecting that attempt.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Passes it to Boucher. Here's Beal, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Goran Dragic. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. First one falls for him.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Paul George is checked in for Goran Dragic. And both free throws good for Beal. Here's George. 12 points for him. Knocks it loose. Wall with the steal. Beal with it. Conley picks him up. And the Knicks miss again. Portland leading. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Whiteside, high post. They get a hand on it. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. And it's sent back by Isaac. Back to Beal. Outside, Porzingis. He kicks to Beal. Porzingis passes to Beal. Shot clock at 6. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Beal's got it all tied up now for the Knicks. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Whiteside. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at George. He's not quite there, but he's very close to his spot in the starting lineup for the West.
And to have the great season he's having and still not crack the top 5, that just tells you a lot about how terrific some of the other Western Conference players have been.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Isaac outside. Kicks it to Beal. Back to Isaac. Outside, Wall. To the paint. Count that one from Isaac. Isaac's got 7 points in the game.
How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
Portland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Gibson with it. Isaac picks him up. Shoots from the baseline. And he overshot that one, missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Conley against Wall. Pass to Beal. Now here's Boucher. He's covered closely. From down in the low post, it goes.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Anthony down low, headed by Porzingis, and he's able to get it back.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Wall passes to Porzingis. Wall, that's good. Wall's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Conley gets the bucket.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
New York's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. A 3 from Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight. Portland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Outside, George. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Wall's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and the shot is good. Beal's got 22 points.
Yeah, it matters not half court or in transition. Bradley Beal always a threat.
George, that's a 2-pointer. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The Knicks also changing it up. Noel's checked in for Chris Boucher. And it's Carter Williams in for Isaac.
If you let Bradley Beal get cooking, you can turn the lights out. This guy is rolling right now.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Inside, here's Batum, and the rejection by Noel. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Achua's checked in. .44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And George kicks to Conley. The shot's good on the assist by George. Conley's got 10 points in the quarter.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here's Wall. He's got 8. Great D that time from Batum. To the inside. Here's Powell. It's blocked, and he gets it back. Here's Whiteside. Makes it off the glass. Whiteside's got his second basket.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Beal deciding where to go with it. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Portland Trailblazers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. The first half went really well for Mike Conley. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. He's really stood out for them to this point. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They played some solid team basketball, Ernie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feed, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And New York looking at who they've got. They've got Porzingis. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Chris Boucher. And there's Bradley Beal, and it's Wall in at the point.
Well, if you let Melo get his feet set, turn the lights off.
Beal up top, defended by George. For the three, Boucher's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Knicks trail by 4. Wall taking his time here. Wall draws the double, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
And Wall kicks to Isaac. Clock at 6. Pass to Beal. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Down low. Out to Conley. They double team Conley. There's the pass to Anthony. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
It never ceases to amaze. Melo makes putting up big numbers like this look so effortless. What a performance.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Passes to Porzingis. The three-pointer is right on target. Porzingis has got 13.
You know, we talk often about the importance of confidence. Kristaps Porzingis has plenty of that from beyond the arc.
Here's George. That shot off the mark. Now the Knicks take it the other way. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. No good. That would have tied it.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Portland moving the ball around. Here's Anthony. That one rolling around and rims out. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 3.
Boy, gentlemen, you just love to see that aggressiveness. He's not afraid to get after it.
Poke loose. Wall with the steal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Well, the size and the length of Jonathan Isaac presents a problem for the defense. This guy uses that frame to draw fouls.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Well, the potential of Jonathan Isaac is truly exciting. This guy is still a bit raw, but he has every tool to be successful, both offensively and defensively.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Beal against Caldwell Pope. Dragic with a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer. Dragic has got 8 points.
An assertive player. Dragic knows he has the green light to catch and fire.
Here's Wall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
You know, I've heard John Wall call himself the best two-way point guard in the NBA. He is a tremendous shot blocker from the position. There's a lot of competition, though, at that spot.
Terrence Davis, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Outside, George. Here's Anthony. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
It's stolen by Anthony. George against Wall. And George kicks to Dragic. Pass to Anthony. Davis against Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against New York.
Yeah, KCP steady there at the line. Nice work to draw the contact.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. That free throw missing. And the 2nd free throw, good. Knicks trail by 3. Outside, Wall. Porzingis kicks to Davis. Back to Porzingis. With the fadeaway. That one good for 2. Porzingis has got 15.
Boy, how comfortable is KP in the mid-range? Porzingis, what touch.
George with the ball. 14 points for him. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Dragic. 8 points for him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 6.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Davis inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Whiteside finds George. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Pass to Caldwell Pope. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Hassan Whiteside.
You know, and with his height, it is really hard to affect Porzingis' shot without fouling him. He is a problem for defenders.
First free throw is good. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Knicks. And both free throws good for Porzingis. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 3-point lead. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Now a timeout called by Portland. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Portland. I know they would have liked a better start, but they're 10th in the conference right now.
And for the Trailblazers, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad, though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite-level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. And finished off by Davis.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Dragic. He's got 8. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And that one falls for Dragic. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Whiteside. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for New York. It's a 3-point game. The pass to Davis. Back to Wall. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Goran Dragic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers.
What's up?
That one drops. He ties it up. The Trailblazers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. He kicks to George. From 15 feet away, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For the lead, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's take a peek at the league's assist leaders. Number 5 is John Wall.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And both free throws good for Isaac.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Passes it to Powell. Anthony with it, guarded by Porzingis. Anthony down low. He's against Porzingis. Anthony's shot is off. Wall draws the double. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Isaac. They get it back. Here's Noel. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Trailblazers. Then for the Knicks, Achua comes in for Porzingis, and Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for John Wall. Trailblazers trail by 4. Anthony, the pass to George. Powell against Davis. Back to George. The shot's good.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Bradley Beal's checked in for the Knicks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Portland trailing here. Dragic the pass to Powell. George against Beal. Outside, Batum. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the 10.
Carter Williams with the bounce pass. At the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Carter Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for New York.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Here's Powell. He's got 8. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Davis. A different look now for Portland. Whiteside comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Mike Conley subbed in for Powell. John Wall's checked in for the Knicks. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Trailblazers trail by 5. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight.
There's a level of intention and leadership right now. Mike Conley understanding my team needs me to score.
Now here's Beal. He's got 24.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's George. Dragic left side. Pass to Conley. Whiteside gets to Conley. And another 3 for Portland.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
A nice shot by Wall.
That's an agile finish right there. Wall finding the angle despite the tough defense.
George against Beal. George passes to Dragic. Outside Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Dragic against Davis. Knicks with the rebound. Achua's got his 4th rebound in this one. His 3-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 4. Dragic dishes to Conley. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick and roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Now here's Wall. 15 points in the game, and they'll keep possession. And stolen by Whiteside. And here we go. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Ball against Conley. Ball passes to Achua. And here is Beal. And the layup's good off the glass. Beal's got 28 points for the game.
Well, there is a relentlessness to Bradley Beal, and he does a nice job on the interior to get a contested shot down.
Now here's Whiteside. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And George gets it to go. New York shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Beal, and Whiteside sends it back. And there's the pass to Anthony. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for New York. Passes to Noel. Puts it up from 12. Wall, no luck. The Trailblazers shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Davis has the open look. New York, no good that time either. Dragic left side, over Noel. Off target with that shot.
Well, this is a tremendously long defender who's got incredible timing. Noel understanding how to contest shots.
At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Conley, Anthony out there with Whiteside. Then it's Paul George, and it's Dragic in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. The 3 from Anthony. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
His 3-point shot can be streaky from game to game and season to season, but Melo certainly a threat from out there.
Now, here's Boucher. Beal with it. Conley picks him up. Beal, the pass to Achua. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Carmelo. Portland moving the ball around. Wall with a block. The 3 from Davis. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
To the middle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Outside, Wall. Oh, Beal in position. No good. Shot missing. And it's Portland the other way. And here's Conley outside. And Davis pulls it down. Knicks trail by 3. Over Anthony. And the shot is long.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, great scorers just have that knack. Get inside, it's either a bucket or a trip to the free throw line.
That free throw, no good. And Portland making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Porzingis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Isaac comes in for Terrence Davis. And he sinks the second.
You know, he didn't get them all, but they'll be able to breathe just a bit easier with the 2-possession lead.
Outside, Beal. Pass to Boucher. They get it back. Isaac outside. And it's Wall in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Keeps it alive. Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 9 points here in the second half.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
George. And George with the stuff.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Outside, Wall. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Boucher passes to Isaac. Inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Wall.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Now, here's George. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the New York Knicks. The pass to Beal. Takes a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Conley. Six to shoot. Floats one. He lays it in. Conley's got 25 points.
Well, this guy could have powered on the interior, but goes to the floater game. This is one of his specialties.
Here's Beal, and it's sent back by George. To the inside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Timeout.
Great game for him, double-double down. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. New York calls timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Porzingis against Anthony. Caldwell Pope right side. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's New York with it. New York's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Boucher kicks to Isaac. From deep, Wall. But they'll get another chance.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
They double-team Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Knicks now. On the clock. Boucher can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
They double team Beal. Isaac outside. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pull-up jumper. A nice shot by George. George has got 24 points.
Oh, good anticipation. KCP reads the play, makes the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
They double team Beal. Porzingis passes to Wall. It's stolen by Anthony. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, nice defense there by Anthony, creating the transition opportunity. Terrific heads-up play.
Outside, Beal. Pass to Isaac. Back to Beal. Banked in off the glass. Beal's got 30 points.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only 1 bucket in 5 attempts.
Anthony finds George. Out to the right wing. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. Anthony can't hit.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis. Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for Portland. Outside, George. Here's Anthony. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Boucher's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Beal, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
George dishes to Conley. Back to George. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. George double teamed. Here's Conley. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Now the Knicks with it. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That will be foul number 5 on him. Goran Dragic is checked in for Mike Conley. So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 2. Pass to Boucher. Kicks it to Beal. 4 on the shot clock. Over Caldwell Pope. The shot by Beal, no good.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Dragic against Wall. Dragic against the bucket.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Knicks trail by 4. Outside, Beal. Wall draws the double. Some nice passing by New York here. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first foul of the game. Beal against Caldwell Pope. Great D that time from Beal.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's covered by Beal. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And so he makes both from the line. Knicks trail by 3. Outside, Beal. Pass to Isaac. Back to Beal. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Beal's got 35 in the game.
Oh, key bucket from Beal. How about that under pressure?
Caldwell Pope outside. George passes to Whiteside. Dragic against Isaac.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Now here's Caldwell Pope following the miss by John Wall. Whiteside against Porzingis. Outside, Beal. Just 5 to shoot. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Well, this guy lives at the free throw line. John Wall averages about 5 free throws a game over his entire career. Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
George against Beal. But he recovers it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
George with the bucket.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Wall with the bounce pass. Porzingis kicks to Isaac. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
No good from Dragic. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
George against Isaac. The shot by George, no good. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Beal from long range. It's good from beyond the arc.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 3. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Shoots from 14. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Well, Paul George has always had that aspect to his game. The mid-range where he can be efficient and effective is absolutely on point.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. George against Isaac. Outside, George. Conley with a wide open look. Can't get the 3 to fall. So a close game sees New York take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. John, this team goes as you and Bradley go. What is it like having him with you out there?
We just enjoy playing with each other. He makes things easy for me.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.